What is up, guys? This is xReliquia, and today I'm going to be giving you some Tribes Ascend tips on the Brute class. What you're about to see here is how many bullets, well direct hits, it takes to kill each type of enemy with the primary weapon you start with on the Brute class, the Spin Fuser. So let's get into it. As you will see here, each direct bullet of the Spin Fuser does 1050 damage, and it takes 1 to kill light enemies. Medium enemies take 2. And heavy enemies take 3. This Spin Fuser has a larger blast radius and deals slightly more damage than a normal Spin Fuser. I'll move on to the main secondary now, the automatic shotgun. This weapon varies in how much damage it does depending on how far away you are from your opponent or how many pellets from the shotgun hits them. The pellets do 50 damage per pellet, 8 pellets fired per shot, and the gun fires twice per second. Each shot can deal damage to your enemy up to 400 or even as low as 50. Next is the other secondary for the Brute class, the Nova Colt. The Nova Colt isn't powerful enough to just be used on its own. It's good for a finisher weapon. It contains 6 rounds per clip and can do massive damage at moderate distance. This gun can be fired 4 times per second. The base damage is 190 per shot at close range, but it goes down to a minimum of 116 at longer ranges. Now, the grenades. First of all, the fractal grenade. This grenade opens on impact, shooting out dozens of green beam projectiles over a time duration. The damage is 470 per shot, and it fires 23 shots over 5 seconds. These are best used when in a room with somebody to either lower their health or kill them completely. This light sticky grenade is not as good as the infiltrators, but it still can be deadly. It does average damage to players but very high damage to bases, so if you're going to attack rather than defend, I'd recommend this grenade over the fractal grenade. I'm just going to show you a few clips of the Brute in action now that I got earlier. The Brutes are very good indoors. They are well equipped to attack an enemy base or defend their team's generator. The grenades, the fractal grenades, act like a temporary short range turret, blasting an area over several seconds and completely blocking a small passageway. You'll see me use the fractal grenade in this clip. This makes it great for covering your back while you fight inside. Brutes are also capable of fighting outdoors, but you have to be a pretty skilled player to do this. Out of all of the heavy classes, they have the most energy, which make them the best at skiing and the best at getting momentum to enter the team's base. However, the energy still recharges very slowly like all the other heavy classes, so this makes them a bad choice if you want to try and chase the flag carriers down. When you're the Brute, most enemies will be able to outrun you. That's why you cannot always choose your fights. However, you can often win them. If somebody is in fact chasing you, you can trick them by simply stopping and letting them come close to you. With decent aim and decent health, you can almost always win any gunfight like this. However, you better be ready to start skiing soon after, otherwise you're vulnerable to other enemies. Overall, I think the Brute is one of the most effective and best classes, and it is certainly one of my favourites. So thanks guys, please subscribe, and if this gets well received, I'll put on more tip videos for other classes. If you like the video, give it a like, it took a lot of time. Thanks guys, this has been xReliquia. Good night.